Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list. This week's top 10 list has to do with the fact that I've been running a lot of singles back and forth to banks. I've had over 10,000 singles that I had to return to different banks. And you know me, I'm not dumping more than 200 or 300 on any individual bank, which means I'm going to a lot of different banks. When you have the opportunity to go to a lot of different banks, you have the opportunity to ask a lot of tellers if they found anything cool. So this week's top 10 list is going to be the top 10, technically top 5 cool items I've picked up at the bank. And there's actually a lot more than 5. There's probably more than 10 here, but I just broke them up into 5 categories. So don't forget to do that. And that'll be one of my tips in one of my videos that I've either just recorded or will soon be recording. But yeah, don't forget to ask tellers if they've got anything interesting. All right, number 5 this week. Doesn't seem like a big deal until you try. I actually got 4 monochrome $100 notes that are actually in semi-decent condition. This one's got just a center crease there. This one here is a center fold and a little bit of handling on the side. I can feel a crease over here. This one here also has the center fold, a little bit of a corner ding there. And this one here also a little bit of a center fold on it. Well, 2 of them you can see right there. But yeah, the monochrome series, you can find the hundreds, but finding everything else is a little tougher. And even then, with the hundreds, more often than not, tellers tend to pull these and set them aside because they say that people don't necessarily want these. They want the blue ones. So there's that. And that means that these weren't out very long to begin with, but they are going to be harder and harder to get. And I'm just going to go through the serial numbers here just to double check to make sure to see if there was anything cool. And I don't think there was, but it's always worth another shot. All right, so that's number 5. It is 4 monochrome $100 bills. Number 4. I got a bunch of small head 20s. Let's see, this one is from 1993, a little bit of writing on it. Now, like I said, I take anything they offer as much as I can because you always want your tellers to be looking for stuff. The second they pull something and you don't take it, they're probably not going to save anything else for you. So yeah, this one's got a little bit of writing, but I took it anyway. Here's a 1985. It's seen some days. It's circulated. Also got some writing on it. 1993 center fold, and another 1985. You know, also circulated, but still fairly decent. And like I said, these are getting a little tougher to get. Once again, let's double check these serial numbers, see if there's anything cool in them. I didn't think so when I went through them the first time, but always worth it to double check. And nope, nothing fancy. So that is number 4, a bunch of small head 20s. Number 3, I got some small head 10s, but this one's a 1995, and it's got quad 9s, 9999. Not that that adds anything to it. But I will double check to see if I've got a $1 bill with that serial number, because that would be kind of cool to find 2 notes of different denominations with the same serial number. But I also got 2 1950B $10 notes. Now that's kind of cool. That's something you don't see every day. The first one, this one here, is a little dirtier. It does have a center fold. It does have a little bit of handling to it, as you can see. But overall, that's pretty good for a 1950B to be pulled from circulation. And the other one is actually in better shape, except somebody ran the counterfeit pen over it. And so now it's got marker on it, so it's written on. And that's too bad because the color on this one's really bright. And yeah, it's just ink now. It's got ink on it. But I was kind of curious, so let's grab the book real quick, because I didn't even check these before I started, but my curiosity does have me going. So let's take a look at what those 1950 10s, what the book says about them. Where is it? I think we're here. All right, what do we got? 63, 1950D. What were they? These were 1950. They're both the same. 1950B. So 1950B, and I believe they were Chicago. Yep. CB Chicago. Yeah, they're $20 in a VG20. So yeah, they're twice face value. If they're really nice, they're 45. So yeah, that's still a double up in that condition, I would say. So that is number 3. Number 2. I scored a small head 50 from the bank. These are getting tough. Normally when you see $50 bills, you see the new ones, and they don't stay in circulation long. They weren't printed very much. The 50 is almost I guess it is kind of the most useless note that we have. Most places won't accept bills larger than a 20. And the largest denomination we have is 100. So if someone gets a bunch of money from the bank, they're probably going to get hundreds. And when they break that 100, it's very rare that they actually break it for a 50 because most places won't take a 50. So $50 bills they don't really help. Most people are using 20s anyway. So to find any $50 bill is kind of tough. To find the small head 50 in circulation, that is a cool find. This one happens to be from 1977. Once again, it's not perfect. You know, it's got handling on it. It's been used, but find one. That's the thing. They are tough to find. I went to a lot of different banks. That's the only small head 50 that I was able to get. So that one is number 2. And finally, number 1 and 1A. We're going to call it 1 and 1A. We'll start with these. I got 1, 2, 3 monochrome 50s when I was looking. And once again, these are also kind of tough to find. You don't see very many of them in circulation. This one's got a solid fold here, and it looks like part of a stamp. So that one will probably get spent. This one's got really good color to it. Once again, this has got some handling, but in better shape than the other one. And I'm also looking at the serial number to make sure there's nothing there. And this one as well. This one's got a harder crease over here. But like I said, these are getting so difficult to find that, maybe I will hold on to them just because you don't see them. And, well, like I said, this was a 1 and a 1A because I also have a 4th one. And when I asked them, I said, do you have any cool 50s? And she said, well, I've got one. And I said, watch, it'll be a star. And it was. So this one, as you can see here, is a Series 1996 $50 monochrome star note. Anytime you can find a $50 bill with a star on it, like I said, 50s are tough in the first place. They don't print many of them. So to find one with a star, yeah, that's a prize. And considering I got it from a bank, from circulation in face value, how much more of a win do we need, right? Anyway, that's my top 10 list for this week. If you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.